Na dann. Ha, hier ist ein Paket. Jeder würde das ja von den Weiteren doch ihren Mut. Öffne vielleicht, schaust hinein. Vielleicht sind ja noch nicht abgelaufen, richtig? Ich muss es einfach probieren, den Mut des Bewohners, aber er hat dir geschaut, obwohl nur ein kleiner Bissen nimmst, ist der Geschmack so ekelerregend, dass dir sofort schwarz vor Augen wird. Und dein Körper dreht sich alles und du verlierst die Kontrolle über deinen Körper. Wow. Das hat mich sogar gleich hierher geportet. Gibt's nichts mehr. Kein Paket mehr. Keine Geschichte mehr. Kein gar nichts. Ach, den kennen wir doch irgendwoher, oder? Stellt hier vor und zeigst dir Befehl des Grauens.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Ja, das stimmt.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species. Yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundance.
Okay. Über den Himmelsbaum.
So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus the Abundance gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh.
Steht hier gar nicht, aber eigentlich ist es ja die Zerstörung, ne? Die wurden doch von dem anderen Äon geschickt, nicht vom Überfluss.
But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Oh mein Gott, das war der Baum sogar.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus. To eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence. A life of true freedom.
Tja, so wird's aber nicht dargestellt.
I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
Ohne den Segen des Überflusses fährt die Kurse jemand seine Lage, eine solche Verwandlung zu überstehen.
Master Divider, you're back.
Ah, da ist ja sie. Auf sie haben wir gewartet.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Tja.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait. What's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future.
Ach, schön.
Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
Na sie.
We're not?
Tingyun's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected.
Die Variable.
The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
The Unexpected? Aber sie weiß doch immer alles.
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it.
Ich muss immer ein bisschen langsamer laufen, sonst kommt sie nicht zum Reden. Das haben sie ein bisschen blöd gemacht.
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
Ich muss schon sagen, das leckt ein bisschen. Also lädt immer zu spät nach.
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion.
Villa Abendnebel.
An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
Oh, ja.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
Wir werden jemanden noch treffen.
Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Tingyun meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others.
Ja.
The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Okay.
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. Out of the question. Tingyun gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people? Do you not trust me? If I told you I wasn't certain, would you turn back on the spot? Nonsense! I'm very certain. 100%. Though I'm sure a little reassurance wouldn't hurt. You don't know what being Mara-struck actually means, do you? The healers believe that the Mara-struck condition is related to memories.
Memories.
Unsurprisingly, long-life species have long lifespans, but there is a limit to the brain's capacity.
Aber dann hat nur eine begrenzte Fassungsvermögen. Oh, das wird jetzt interessant. Das wird wissenschaftlich.
After centuries and millennia, a long-life species' emotional threshold becomes higher and higher. Simultaneously, their memories fade and become dull under the erosion of time, leaving behind only the most extreme and vivid recollections, which are almost guaranteed to be memories full of anguish and regret.
Das finde ich so traurig, das ist so wahr. Man merkt sich immer mehr die negativen Erinnerungen als die positiven Erinnerungen. Und irgendwann hast du einfach nur Kummer und Leid.
Do you understand now? The fate of all long-life species is to no longer feel joy and happiness, left only with hatred and regret etched into the heart. Under such extreme conditions, a person's ego starts to crumble. And that is the beginning of the Mara-struck condition. Short-life species don't need to worry about this. Feel better?
Phew, I do. I never had memories to begin with.
No, you still don't understand. The condition isn't caused by memories, but by the emotional threshold having been... Never mind. You can regard it as a memory issue. Do you not trust...
Ich will jetzt nochmal das andere machen.
No need. Aside from divinations and calculations, my instincts are accurate too. Though I'm sure a little reassurance. The healers after...
Das haben wir schon gelesen.
short life-
Interessant.
No,
Ja,
only a handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Schon, aber... Ich glaube, man braucht dafür eine emotionale Umstellung. Ich kann verstehen, dass das im... da steht sie. Unser Gegner steht da. Und ich habe Angst. Nur mal so. Ich kann noch mal verbessern. Mehr kann ich aber auch wiederum nicht verbessern. Leider. Deswegen nehme ich das jetzt
Miss
auf.
Tingyun, why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The general commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the general.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look.
Ich mache mir jetzt morgen um
Benefactors
7.
have probably lived longer than me.
Ach, Menno. Ciao. 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 Au! Ich wurde getroffen. Aua.
In the name of Landau, will.
Dann hauen wir gleich direkt rein. Ich glaube, es sind 3 Gegner oder so.
Done. Show no mercy.
You took bait. Is over. Swords descend.
Am besten freezed. Nee, einfach nur down gelegt. Na gut.
Time for a buzz.
Time for swordplay.
Erstmal wieder laden.
Can I have fun this time?
Hm.
Time for a buzz.
Blitz, sehr gut.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Bam. Ja, ich habe noch genügend Punkte, um das zu verursachen. Das war mir klar, dass er Kerninfusion einsetzt.
Here, there's thunder. This ends here.
Freezed.
You took bait.
Time for swordplay. Strike apart.
Das gefällt mir gar nicht. Was wird Boom machen? Autsch. Aber ging.
We caught them unawares.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner. Turn it off!
Ich hätte den da drüben auch aktivieren müssen. Warte, gehen wir nochmal zurück. Den hier. Soll ich aktivieren? Deaktivieren. Hallo.
Yay, we did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
Kurz nochmal abchecken. Japat. Ching.
I command.
Tingyun. Dann wollen wir doch mal. Hallo.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Das Design kennen wir ja schon.
Don Shu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Meister Princeps des Jungen.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Lafu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Schwierig.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Na dann, kümmern wir uns mal um sie.
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
What's the set?
Gut, dass wir nicht alles verbrauchen. Das war jetzt auch zu einfach, muss ich sagen. Schlagen wir mal so. Nee, warte mal, du bist ein... Nee, du bist ein goldener. Gut, gut, gut. Ich dachte schon, du bist ein normaler. Oh, ich hab keine Lust drauf.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Ja, ich müsste einen Bug da reinhauen, hier bei dem.
More enemies.
Hier brauchen wir einen Bug. Nice, sehr gut. Denk nicht mal dran. Explodier einfach jetzt, genau.
Hope you're prepared.
Medicus, hear my call.
Forged in ice. Never falters.
Schützen wir uns mal lieber. Naja, genau dasselbe. Oh, was? Du kannst Debuffs. Debuffs? Ich hab keinen Luchao.
Time for a buzz.
Jetzt gibt's Aua.
This is double speed.
Time for swordplay.
Done.
Das kriegen wir auch schon hin mit Debuffs. Kümmern wir uns mal kurz um den.
There's no time to lose.
Here, this thunder. This ends here.
Mehr haben wir nicht. Aber wir haben auch schon unser... Oh, wait a minute. Meine Leben werden gekürzt. Ah.
Can I have fun
Es
this
gibt
time?
keine Heilung für mich. Hauen wir hier eine Beeinträchtigung rein? Oh, okay. Na gut.
A foregone conclusion.
Ja, gefroren ist sehr gut. Schlage ich erstmal auf den ein. Ich würde sagen... Er darf was ausgeben. Sehr gut.
How many can you block? Practice is over. Swords descend.
Und dann würde ich sagen... Ciao. Oder halt nur kurz. Wie hoch ist die Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass sie heilen kann? Vielleicht sollte ich das beachten.
Can I have
Aber...
fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Why? She said...
Oh, oh.
The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Vantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
Oh no!
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
What the hell? Nein, nicht Tingyun!
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the lesson of destruction.
Miss Tingyun!
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Vantilia. I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Tingyun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
So, ich würde mal sagen, erstmal Schild.
Forged in ice.
Never falters. Och man.
Time for a fun. Blade and flight.
Show no mercy.
Bam.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder.
Is that all?
Prada. Ende.
You took the bait.
This end.
Wir haben ja noch ein paar Runden. Genau. Das habe ich mir nämlich schon gedacht.
Time for swordplay.
There's no time to lose.
Hier können wir eigentlich langsam machen. Die sind nicht so stark wie diese Lofu da Geschichte. Einfach alles platt machen. So. Aua. Genau.
Took the bait. How many can you block?
Follow my trail.
Ja, das kleine bisschen Schaden.
You are fortunate that Zethro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Forged in ice. Never falter.
Schwierig.
Time for the master. Show no mercy.
Schwierig.
Time for a fun.
Blitz, okay.
This is double speed. Practice is over.
Machen wir den erstmal down. Das ist kein Problem für mich, aber wir brauchen dringend weitere Möglichkeit zum Attackieren.
Time for a fun.
Ja. Dafür ist er nicht gemacht, das ist das Problem. Piu. Und dann einmal da draufschlagen, genau. So.
Time for a fun.
Ich brauche doch keinen Blitz, ich brauche Eis. Naja.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
Can I have fun this time?
Achso, jetzt habe ich natürlich alle Dinge verbraucht.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice. Never falters.
Wie viel habe ich jetzt noch? 2 Energie.
You took the bait.
Könnte ich maybe... Erstmal das.
Show no mercy.
Dann bitte Eis.
For a fun. Time for swordplay.
Na, dann machst du halt als erstes.
This is double speed.
Dann soll es so sein.
Is that all? This ends here.
Time for a fun.
Eis, endlich.
Go, swords descend.
Ende.
Wait, hold on a second. Origin all along?
Nee.
And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
Nicht schon wieder wie bei den Fatuis.
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved.
Was? Nicht besonders sich daran mit anzusehen, wie ein verdorbener Geist sein wird von ihnen.
But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Nö. Ich will die Kiste. Danke. Kiste gut. Weiß nicht, wie viele noch fehlen, aber... Ach, das war meine Ulti, ja genau. Ne? Ich habe als letztes Jahr eine Ulti verwendet, um die Gegner fertig zu machen. Immer alles einsammeln. Flogolololo, irgendwas. Stand da, keine Ahnung.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Gute Frage.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
Tingyun, nein.
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the Arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of Long Scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Immer. Die Zeit drängt, gehen wir. Oh, oh ja, ja. Oh, so schön. Ist schon eine Weile her.
This is...
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Schön.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Das ist eine Nachricht erhalten. Von mir selbst. Die Wolken haben uns eingeladen, sie zu begleiten. In der Heimatland gibt es ganz schöne große Schmelztiegel. Goldener Elixier. Warum seid ihr beim Goldenen Elixier? Konnte nicht gesendet werden.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what the Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
What's up? Go where? The Luofu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax. When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
You haven't been back home for a long time, have you, Master Danheng? As home draws nearer, so our feelings grow stronger. I can still want to leave. Then do it now. The Cloud Knights will soon check our identities. I have somewhere else to be. I've tarried here too long.
Where are you going?
I'm a traveling merchant. I have one more deal to see through.
Ein Deal to see through. Und ich denke mal, er kommt mit uns. Sprich mit den Leuten aus dem Markt, um zu verstehen, was dort vor sich geht. Warte mal.
Those travelers defeated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Won't that make us seem incompetent? I need to find a way to make this work.
Imposanter.
The Master must have failed to summon the protection of Sanctus Medicus. Her will must have wavered. Just you wait. I'll show you the blessing of Sanctus Medicus.
So, na, sprich mit den Leuten.
Thanks to those heroes, I managed to pull through. Could those guests of the General be the Galaxy Rangers of old?
Cool. Galaxy Rangers. Was ist denn eigentlich hiermit?
The Master was defeated? No, that cannot be.
Mit denen konnte man so oder so nicht reden. Mit denen auch nicht. Ah.
I heard the Starskiff connections are being reinstated. The people stranded at the Alchemy Commission should all be able to leave soon.
Gut. Mit wem sollte ich denn bitte schön reden? Mit dem hier?
Good news from the front lines. The disciples over at Eve Mist Mansion have been defeated.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus started a rebellion in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights have the area locked down. We will send someone to escort you back once the operation is over. Lunatics, all of them. You saw the Ambrosial Arbor, I assume? I heard that's the work of those sorcerers. Still, I can't say too much. Military secrecy.
The Arbor's resurrection is connected to the Disciples' Rebellion. I've heard those names before, but how did the others get drawn into all this?
You must be talking about the General's guests. Are they your friends? Oh, what a coincidence. They left with the Master Diviner not long ago. That's all thanks to their courageous work that the Knights don't have to worry about the poison in Eve Mist Mansion. I received the good news from the front lines. They'll probably be back soon. Strange. You seem oddly familiar to me.
No!
Never mind. Too many misfortunes recently. I can hardly think straight.
Gut so. Schnell abhauen. Nicht, dass die noch wissen, dass ich irgendwas bin.
I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you. I need to be...
Okay, gehen wir hier lang. Was?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Oh no. Die Musik ist aus. Ich gehe ganz woanders dahin. Mach die Tür auf. Es wird interessant. Oh, Geister.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Oh no.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
Sprösslings der Beständigkeit?
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through stages of life and death, existing forever in this world.
Oh Mann. Hey, Ikasimp. Na, wie geht's dir?
By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please take care of me.
Er gehört zu den Vidyadharas, oder? Wenn ich das richtig verstehe.
It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening escape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were.
Oh.
It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Es wird interessant. Mir geht's gut und dir? Mir geht's supi. Ich hoffe dir auch. Ich bin gerade die ganze Story von Star Rail. Das Restliche, was fehlt. Er ist also ein Vidyara.
He's here.
Mm.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling.
Oh, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here.
Okay.
It's time to pay the price! It's time!
You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Yay! Junking! Und jetzt kommt dann auch noch jemand anderes dazu, der General! So der Alte.
Lapdog. Did the General not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae.
Wow.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
What the hell?
I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters. Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Wow. Kann ich den Charakter haben? Hat mehrere Schwerter.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Ist er Mara selbst oder was soll ich daran verstehen? Die Frage ist erstmal. Fähigkeit nicht anwendbar. Ich kann irgendwie... Ich kann irgendwie...
Afraid to hurt the boy.
Punish evil.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Do you deserve no mercy?
Ja, es geht um die Generaldame.
Can't delay any longer.
Setzt die Fähigkeit, um den Standardangriff von einer zu verstärken.
I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me. Heaven's Surge. No.
I failed.
What the hell?
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Ja, das war ja auch... Was?
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Tingyun.
Ach, schön.
General.
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Was ist Blade? Was hat er mit dem Mara zu tun?
It's been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Yes! Juhu! Der General hilft! General, los geht's! Heads, gutes Hund.
Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Skelgord's waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-lived species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water. An exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will come for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you.
Wenn die Scheiße nicht begangen hätte, wenn die Macht des Drachen unversehrt weitergegeben worden wäre.
It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Danheng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
Klettchen, das ist so schön.
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
Ja. Muss definitiv.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting.
Warte, einen Augenblick. So, jetzt schauen wir mal weiter.
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there.
Okay.
Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Okay.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The
Drachentransmutation.
Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme, but you cannot hide fire with paper.
Okay.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Boah, es wird immer interessanter. Wir können jetzt nach da hinten laufen, aber das machen wir nicht. Es wird Zeit.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. No.
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
You have watched this.
Machen wir so down. Kein Schaden, nein. Oh, cool. Machen wir es ein bisschen schneller. Dann geht's kein weiteres. Oh, dieser Schaden. Probe. Hat er immer 3 Ladungen? Jetzt weiß ich, warum sie dabei ist. Das macht so schön Schaden. Wir haben so viele Punkte. Ah ja, gut, da kommt nichts mehr. Also.
Let's go.
Made to be broken. Und zack. Aua. Finished. Sehr schön.
Tingyun, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seat of divine foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus.
Yes.
Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Yoo-hoo!
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you.